Hello and welcome to the Drug Life Cycle Minute. I'm your host, Philip Day. My guest today, as always, is Dr. Mukesh Kumar. Dr. Kumar is the Chief Innovation Officer of Drug Life Cycle, DLTA. Our topic today is this: why do clinical trials fail? So, Dr. Kumar, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Please tell us, how does a clinical trial manager handle an unproductive team?
Well, clinical teams are large and clinical trials are complex, and it's hard for project managers to deal with large teams when a few people don't perform and the entire project gets slowed down. So one way to deal with teams like that where there is a problem with a few individuals is to have measurable matrices that the project manager can present to their team and try to troubleshoot what's going on. Many a times the reasons people are not performing are multiple. It's not just one reason. It's not that they're not being professional about it or there's something else. Maybe they just need help. Maybe they don't have the right instructions. Maybe they need additional support. Maybe they have some personal issue that is delaying things. So for project managers to deal with these things, they need to be aware of what is the root cause of this problem and address it. The challenge is that most project managers do not have those available readily. So if a project manager is going to try to find what's wrong, they would have to do extra work. And a project manager who's trying to recover their timeline and trying to get the work done, many a times that becomes an extra work to do and becomes a challenging thing to deal with. But it is something that all project managers deal with all the time.
I see. And also, there's something that they run into, I understand, is called the complexity of protocol. What is that, and how does it cause failures?
Well, see, protocols, clinical protocols could be very complex, could have a lot of different things that one needs to manage. And typically, at the design of a study, you will want to do something called a feasibility analysis, where you would look at the study and figure out if there are practical problems with running it. So if the protocol is very complex, then obviously that means it has too many things. You're trying to do too many things in one study, and that could lead to additional issues. Not that you cannot run. I mean, actually, FDA is now promoting something called a master protocol, where you run many trials at the same time. You run in parallel many similar trials, and that's a very complex protocol, and it can be done if you have the right tools and right training to handle those things. So complexity of the protocol is something we can deal with. It's just that you need to have the right tools at your disposal to deal with those kind of studies.
I understand it. Also, there are problems such as dilemma project completion targets. And how do they conflict with the eligibility of clinical trial volunteers?
Well, I'm not sure I understand the question, but basically, the challenge is when you talk about people trying to complete their study, trying to make sure most of the participants in your study complete study. Also, it's a factor of how the trial is run. If the trial is run well and the trial is something that takes care of all the things that can potentially go wrong with the study, then in those cases, project managers can plan ahead of time to make sure that any issues that come up while the subjects are participating in a trial, they're addressed in a timely fashion. You're not delaying things for all the wrong reasons. So, in a trial, there are many things that are happening at the same time. It's a large, project with multiple people involved, lot of patients, lot of doctors, lot of professionals running a trial. It's a large, complex project. So there are many things that need to come together, and patient recruitment is one of them.
So, in conclusion, DLTA can help remedy all these clinical trial issues, correct?
Well, Delta is a program that is designed to address these issues. So all these things I told you, like the common problems that project managers face, is what we had in mind when we were designing this program. So yes, it does address all these common issues, issues that people are aware of but have not been addressed for some time.
Dr. Kumar, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us for the Drug Life Cycle Minute. You can find out more about us at www.druglifecycle.com. Like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn. Take control with DLTA. Have a healthy day. Thank you, and bye-bye.